T-minus 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engine ignition. We have liftoff. And carry NG-8 launch vehicle on flight.
We have liftoff of Northrop Grumman's 18th Commercial Resupply Services mission. The I.S.S. Sally Ride has begun its journey to the International Space Station. The first stage.
What a glorious day. I'm going to space. And it's going to be amazing. And what do I mean we're going to space? Because honestly, we're not going anywhere. But we are, and we have done something. You see, now you guys remember earlier this year, a couple months ago, I started a new career path. And though I can't exclusively talk too much about what I do, I can kind of show off some of the stuff I've done. Because, well, now it's public, I guess. Now, of course, before I get too much into that, this is the Cygnus spacecraft. This section here is what carries supplies to the International Space Station. This here, it's called the service module. And I got to work on it. So that's what I'm saying. I went to space. Well, I didn't. Work I've done has made it to space. Now, of course, it would be unfair not to discuss some of the cool things about this spacecraft. Well, one, it was named the I.S.S. Sally Ride after the famed astronaut Sally Ride. Now, what makes this person so special? She was the third female ever to go to space and the first female from the U.S. Yeah, that's big stuff. She should have had a couple spacecraft named after her. But then again, I digress. I don't make the name schemes. Someone above me. I just get to work on it. Why is this so important to me? Well, because, check this out, I got the patches. I got mission patches for working on the spacecraft. NG-18, which is the I.S.S. Sally Ride, which launched November 7th. This video came out a little bit later. I had some work to do on it. But I also got my official Northrop Grumman Cygnus patch. If by now you don't know who I work for, I can't particularly tell you. Maybe you'll figure it out. It's somewhere. Yeah, I didn't tell you who I work for. But anyways, I digress. What is it that I do? Well, that's the part I can't really discuss. I can tell you I worked on it and that I build spacecraft. But what I do, let's just say I am NASA certified, which allows me to do such cool things, like get mission patches and work on such amazing projects. Because this is the first one I touched when I first got out of NASA training. But I didn't do a lot with it. But I did enough. But there's more that I'm currently working on, that I have worked on, and I can't wait for those to launch either. In a way, yeah, no one knows, and no one will ever, my name's not on it. There is no glory other than the fact, the pride that, well, I got to work on it. And the people I got to work with, let me tell you, there are some smart people there. To the point of, what am I doing there? Because they are way smarter than I'll ever be. So of course, with this launch and of course the spacecraft docking with the International Space Station, the mission isn't over yet. You see, this isn't just a supply mission. The spacecraft will stay docked for a few months, and they'll use it as kind of like a trash receptacle, because all this money and R&D and research and everything goes into building this, only for it to kind of fill up with trash and get dropped off and, well, burn up in the atmosphere. We're humans. We're dirty creatures. We have to do something with our disposables. So the Cygnus spacecraft kind of becomes the disposable. But now, of course, I did wear, well, the most appropriate shirt I could find. They did give us shirts, but I gave mine to my father because he's a huge fan, and he's really happy for what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. So I'll let him reap those rewards. I'm keeping the patches. So I guess really at the end of the day, what I do seems so mundane, but at the same time it is the coolest thing. Something I never envisioned myself doing. I may never actually go to space, but my handiwork has made it. It has gone to space. And more of my handiwork will go to space. Even if I were to, theoretically, I'm not doing this, not doing it, because I like where I'm at. If I were to theoretically quit tomorrow, there'll be numerous spacecraft eventually flying over the Earth that had my handiwork on it. It's pretty substantial, at least to me, in my head. To me, inside, because I helped build that. I didn't get to name it. I had no parts in naming it, but I got to work on it. So, Sally Ride, this is for you. She passed away in 2012, but it's for her. It is for her and her family. So hey, you got one. You got one named after you. And guys, gals, hope you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you soon. Peace.